It is up to us to write our stories. Up to us to build the roads we walk down.
I am the most important person in the world. When shaking hands with a potential employer, first wipe your hand on your clothing to remove any sweat.
What I love about the play is that even though it's set in China, I don't think it's about China. What's really great about it is I think it's about change and how individuals can or can't control their lives in the light of history, culture, politics.
It is my destiny to make lots of money.
I think what World of Extreme Happiness does is it dives straight into the lives of Chinese people. It doesn't use the framework of a Western character going into China, so it's set entirely in China. It explores the lives of migrants who move from rural areas in China into the city to try and escape the poverty trap, which is a massive phenomenon, and hundreds of millions of people are doing that every year.
It is my destiny to make lots of money.
When you look back on your path to this moment, was it worth it? Or did you build a nightmare, then find yourself stuck living it?
Sunny is an incredibly determined and fiery character, actually. You see her birth and her terrible start in the world, and fate saves her from that. And from that moment, we follow her in her attempt to kind of better herself and to change her destiny.
You are beautiful. I am beautiful. You are perfect. I am perfect. You deserve this promotion. I deserve to get promoted, live in the White House and be a princess.
She is trying to become a city girl and then realises when she does that she can never actually pass as a city girl because her ID card will always say peasant. But also that the things that she's aspired to are not necessarily the things she wants. She makes work to challenge an audience and to make us think about things that we're very good at skirting over. But she does that with an incredible amount of humour, which makes the play darker, funnier, grittying and heartbreaking.
Shin Shin had laid a turd between my eyes.
She can go some very, very bleak places, but at the same time be quite savagely funny.
It was salty and sweet, like tofu, fermented with black beans. What do you think that means?
She manages to put the audience in a predicament time and time again, like should they be laughing at this, should they be crying at it, and that's very exciting.
The symbolism's obvious. You accepted shit into your mouth and digested it. It could be a good omen.
She's really bold, not just in terms of themes, but in imagery. She's not afraid of being brash and crude and hard-hitting, and she's got a great sense of humour.
Say more.
Then I'll go back to the countryside and laugh at everyone who's so poor and living in dirt. Then I'll move back to the city, buy an apartment, improve myself and get even stronger. Wealth, power, fame, honor, wealth.
I just think she's such a brilliant writer, which has really visceral text that doesn't pull back any punches and really hits the points which matter in today's society and really makes the play very current and very important, a very important piece to share.
You are the most important person in the world. Your bowel movements are radiant, full of meaning. If you wait for success, you'll die in a sewer. Being a spoiled brat is the only worthwhile thing.
I think good drama can take you to places and it can kind of put you inside them, put you inside the characters, put you inside the situations.
I need a promotion.
I need to be hung like a donkey.
I think the fact that Frances knows China so well, I think is a very powerful thing.
Give me the job.
Give me a naked KTV waitress.
Why are you so allergic to my success?
Why is every young person such an idiot?
The play is very critical of the system around which the characters exist.
Maybe we said we had more opportunities.
I gave you an opportunity 3 months ago.
The fact that there are 250 million migrant workers moving from the rural parts of China into cities, which is the biggest migration in history. It's more than the people moved to America, it's more than the entire of Europe. So a body of people that size moving, becoming consumers, becoming spenders, you know, they're China's greatest resource potentially in terms of this leap forward.
I don't care what stupid sorrows you think you live through. Compared to the past, this is paradise, the great Western heaven!
And I think the situation is complicated because of China's registration system in terms of people being city dwellers or rural dwellers, and hence when they move into the cities they become what's known as a floating population because they're not registered in the city, they don't have voting rights in the city, and yet it is their toil that is creating this economic development. So I think the play taps into a really important and rich theme of a political situation out there.
I'm not a political person. I'm just the person who deserves to be promoted to section manager.
Here we go again.
For the National Theatre to put on a play which is by an East Asian playwright with an entire cast of East Asian actors, it's very exciting, I think, and very brave of them.
Katie Long is an incredibly watchable actress. She has an incredible truthfulness and directness, and you were just drawn into watching her.
Please stop!
And the 5 other actors around Katie double or treble in other parts. And I think the doubling actually makes you more aware of the difference between the haves and the have-nots as you watch the actors sort of change their physicality and accent and costume, and it really gives you a sense of the gulf between the hierarchies that exist in China.
He's not talking to me. Say it! Sonny! Louder. Sonny!
Let's hear it for
I play 3 roles, and there's a lot of quick changes and extreme costumes, and we've had a movement director in to help us with the physicality of the different characters. And really clever set design to enable us to come in and out quickly and effectively as different people.
Get out of me, you son of a turtle! Get out before you crush my gut!
It's really fun being able to play 3 completely different people.
Take a deep breath. Find your center. You are beautiful.
This time last year we were debating on social media whether we get one Chinese actor carrying a spear at the back of the stage in Shakespeare or something. We never. It just seems so far off. Let's hope it's just a start, a beginning, and not just an anomaly. That's what I would hope.
British theatre has finally, it feels, taken a proper interest in the Far East and specifically China. We've had a sort of surge of plays exploring that on the UK stage this year.
I think at the moment there are a lot of plays out there which are not necessarily painting the best picture of China, but at the same time I think it's good that we bring up these issues as well, so then in the future we're able to paint a much nicer picture and be able to tell the more intimate stories.